What's up, folks? Welcome back. Yet another conversation, and this one is about the attractiveness of introverts. Like, for some reason, in this perspective, it's again male, but if you're a female, please get something out of this too. Learn something from this too, because there's more than just tall, dark, and handsome as a characteristic for an attractive male. Introverts, I mean, you can't possibly listen to that. I mean, and there's a lot of different ways that that can make yourself attractive. And then listen, I'm not saying go out your way, and um, I'm telling you to look within yourself. I am not someone to say go out your way and try to make yourself attractive. That's corny. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying look with what you already have and make that thing stand out. Make that thing be accented. I'm not with no fakeness. That's about you going doing something to change your appearance or anything else. The only appearance that you should be changing is, um, in fact, you shouldn't be changing anything that has to do with your appearance unless you decide to make an appearance change from within yourself that you feel attractive, that you feel good about yourself. Because confidence is the thing that's going to get them. It's not going to be anything that you do that. And again, I'm from the city, so people do weird things to try to get to try to be seen or try to be, you know how a peacock blooms to let you see all their colors to attract. um, yeah, I mean, we don't have to necessarily do that, right? Whereas some people do that an awful lot, and it works because we have so many different kind of people. We have women that go for that, and we have women that don't. We have men that go for that kind of peacocking, and then you got men that don't. And for us, peacocking could be altering your body or doing something that you say is that you want to do and makes you feel better. That's fine, um, but um, it doesn't help me want to. It doesn't help my attraction to you. You know what I mean? So, um, and that's like a man. Like I've been around people who think that they can dress their way to charisma. Um, which is why I do like nice things. I like nice clothes sometimes. Although you always see me in athleisure wear or hoodies and things like that. There was a moment that I just wore suits and more professional clothes because that's the setting I was in. Um, at this point, I don't really have to do that. My confidence is within, you know, just me as a person, just who I am, and I think that's enough. You know what I mean, for whoever wants what I have to offer. I think that's enough. Um, Love to dress up, love to throw it on, but um, yeah, actually, yeah, I do it pretty good. I may say so myself, but back to the point. What I'm saying is, there's more than just tall, dark, and handsome as a characteristic for an attractive male. There's more than that. You have the rugged type. You have the rugged type. That's a whole nother type. A whole nother woman finds that attractive. So an introvert can be the rugged type. Absolutely, they can be the rugged type. Why couldn't they be? Right? That's introvert and extrovert can be the rugged type. Attractive. Okay? There's someone that's attracted to that type. There's the artistic type, right? There's only a certain woman that's attracted to artists. So artists and extroverts can be both artistic type. right? And how can you lose there let's say it's a conversation and you feeling apprehensive about a conversation, which you shouldn't because you're an artist and you have a built-in conversation being art, whatever your art may be, whatever the thing may be. And then you find your tribe, you find um, someone that likes what you like, and you can talk for days. That whole communication problem, poof, is gone because you're able to connect with somebody that you naturally can talk about something natural, right? So the artist, that's another one. Um, Women like the sports type. They like the what's it called? Yeah, the sporty type, the athlete. Women like athletes. We know that much. The problem is, as an introvert, if you whether you're an introvert or not, if you're not an athlete, you're not an athlete. So you don't need an athlete's build if you're not an athlete. If you get attracted to a woman who thinks you're an athlete and you know nothing about athletics, then here you go. Now you're in a position where your conversation doesn't match. You're peacocking. It doesn't match it. So the confidence, your confidence gets attacked. Like it's fugazi. It's fake, right? So you want to be in a position, if you're an athlete, you should be able to talk about athletic things comfortably and um, organically. Anything that you're about, you should be able to do organically. That's going to stop us from having these problems talking about communication. That's going to stop us from all these things that keep saying we don't like small talk. No, we don't have to like small talk. You should like what you like, and you should be able to speak about and talk about what you like. You don't got to like small talk. We don't have to like it. It doesn't make sense. Um, what else you got? The clean cut type. As I was talking before, there was a time in my life that I only wore suits and I was clean cut because I was in a professional setting more often than not. Okay. Now the reason I was in that setting, whatever business I was in, that gave me something to talk about. I'm not just dressed up in a suit walking around the city, and then when somebody approached me as if I'm a businessman, I don't have anything business like to talk about. Yeah, that's gonna cause a problem. Yeah, that's gonna cause a problem with my confidence, with my introversion. Yes, that's gonna cause a problem. That would cause a problem for an extrovert too, who's walking around here faking the funk, or who is setting off mixed signals. So that's a type. Women like that type as well. Certain women like that type, the clean cut type, right? The professional clean cut type. That's a type. The ruggedness is a type. The athleticism, that's a type. This is how, as an introvert, don't tell me that you're not able to communicate to women, or you don't. You know, a lot of times the reason why I personally don't have is not is not the reason why I'm not in a relationship personally is because I know myself and I'm comfortable with myself, and I know that I'm not ready for one. And I'm not saying that because what I lack. I'm saying that because I want to make sure I'm in a position to um, make a woman feel like a woman. And I'm not saying it for me. I'm saying it for her. I'm saying that to say I want to make sure I'm ready to be in that position. A lot of times, you take on a woman and you're not ready. Financially, you ain't ready, or emotionally, you're ready, not ready, or your time, you're just not ready. I know myself and I understand it, and I want to bless somebody. In the past, I would just take on a relationship just because of our attraction, and it wouldn't work because those things were in the line that I'm talking about. They were in the line, and also I'm taking a page out of the women's book. I'm waiting on God. If that's what it is, they hit me with that, so I'm taking a page I'm listening to God. I'm waiting to see what He says, whatever He says about it. But at this point, this is what I'm getting from. This is what I'm getting from the God in me. Is God is saying to me, "Yo, if you're not ready, you're not ready. You don't have to. You've done that before. You've jumped out the jet before." Back to the other kind of, you have you got the boy next door charm, right? That's something that women like as well. Women like the boy next door thing, right? It's something like the clean cut, but he but he's, there's a charm to the boy next door feel. Um, I don't know. Somebody likes that, and if that's who you are, then lean into that. To be who you are. Um, yeah, if that's who you are, be who you are. But let me tell you who you really, as an introvert, who you really are. You are the strong, quiet type. That's a type. You've heard it before. I've heard it before. But I embrace it and I understand it. I'm the strong, quiet type. It has nothing to do with my appearance. It has to do with where my confidence lies at. You have to be okay with that and understand that. We can't attempt to be tall, dark, and handsome. If that shouldn't be a problem for me. That's not who I am. I don't care for that. That's not my vibe. So my point to you is that the confidence and your charisma got to come from within here, man. Don't try to change nothing out here. A lot of times, people, people be peacocking. Um, we do it like the people, like the animals do in the animal world, where, like I said, they peacock, show you something just to bring you in, and bring in as many as possible. Then you pick who you think is the one. It's okay too, but for us, we need to lean on our confidence, where our confidence is going to come from, where it lies at. Um, yeah, that will do. The funny thing about dating nowadays is a lot of things are materialistic, right? You can have a you can have a Benz, a Mercedes Benz. You can wear Louis Vuitton clothes. You can all of these things. You can put all these things together with jewelry. Um, Nowadays, it's easy to peacock. You can bring people in with that stuff. One thing I learned about why I stopped being so materialistic, because I really like good things. I like well made materials and things like that. I like good things. like I like good cars. I like that, but like me personally, I drive a Jag, right? But I don't drive a Jag because I drive a Jag because that's what I've always liked. I like real leather in my car. I like real wood in my car. I don't like Mercedes Benz tech or these uh, plastic parts in cars. I like real stuff. I like real wood. I like, you know what I mean? Real leather in my car. I mean, I really like that stuff. That's why I brought it. I brought it for that. I didn't buy it because I was trying to impress some girl or trying to peacock. Um, yeah, whereas somebody else probably would have bought a BMW or a Benz because they're not showing any really any um, originality. See, I have my own originality. That's why I drive a Jaguar as opposed to driving right a BMW or an Acura, whatever. That's where my you know that's the place that I live, right? Um, the reason why I stopped being, and I learned this early on too, younger, was the reason why I stopped acting like that. Oh, I'm sorry, not acting like that. The reason why um, I started to see how people was peacocking because it was a character thing, right? There, I may have grown up with somebody, and let's say they didn't have the best character, or they didn't have the best confidence then, or they was just faking it to make it. They was faking the funk to be popular or to try to get girls. And the thing is, I stopped um, being materialistic because the same kind of people that I thought that I didn't really desire, the same kind of guys that um, that I didn't really desire, or I thought they had character flaws or whatever. I just didn't, just wasn't feeling them. The same kind of guys like that could go into potentially walk into the same store I walk into, buy the same shoes I got, the same suit I got, the same watch I got, and go buy the same car I got. And so when me and that person, um, when me and that person is in the same area, you can't tell who's thorough and who. People nowadays, especially with fashion, they can run out and buy the latest Gucci jacket or something. They don't really have no originality. All they do is sit and wait for the newest one to come out. Then they run and go and buy it, and then they show up and be in the first one with it, or they show up, you and him have the same one, and you don't know who's a thorough person and who's not. You don't know who has good character, who doesn't. You don't know who, you know, you don't know. This person went and bought the same jacket you got. So what makes them any different from you? And what makes you any different from them? And so that's why, again, materialism and peacocking, trying to get women using cars and things and all that, that's not the introvert way. The introvert way is, hey, if you want that Benz, you buy that Benz. You don't buy the red one, you buy the one you want. If you wanted the gray or silver one, you buy the gray silver Benz. You don't buy the red one because the girl's gonna like it. You don't buy the red one because the guy is gonna show you any kind of admiration. No, we stick to our own thing. Yeah, be be good to ourselves. Be honest to ourselves. And anything that's supposed to come to us will come to us. God willing. Take care. This was kind of long, but this was the one.